Warning, you are about to listen to something fictional, different, and possibly disturbing. If you are afraid of robots, you should leave now. It is a matter of safety. For those who remain, those bold enough to face the truth of tomorrow, Insolent Cool Incorporated presents IC Quantum News.
This is an IC Quantum News live special report.
Welcome to IC Quantum News, where we bring you the top news relevant to most people in most timelines. Today, we continue our investigation into the fugitive executives from Big Joey Tech, or BJT for short. Their 8-story robot kangaroo recently rampaged through a zombie city, crushing it into dust, defying our cherished anti-disruption laws and threatening the very fabric of our society. We've embedded a reporter aboard a freighter rumored to be smuggling these BJT renegades to Mars. At the same time, we are bringing you history in the making with our live broadcast from beyond the space wall. 30 years ago, the Martian nations declared independence from Earthian orbital parliament, resulting in the space wall, preventing travel, trade, and communication between our two planets. The space wall is not a literal wall, but rather a restrictive legal framework. Earthian corporations can't invest in Martian transport or communication infrastructure because it's illegal. The Martian nations won't invest in communications infrastructure for unstated reasons. Mars is a petri dish of lawless dome colonies and subterranean habitat cities overrun with rabid machine animals. Since very few private ships can make the journey from Earth to Mars, the space wall is a very low priority for the Earthian Navy, as maintaining the massive fleet necessary to patrol it effectively is prohibitively expensive, and the failure rate of smuggling operations is nearly 100%. Most would-be contrabandists are found dead days, weeks, or even years later, due to any number of space hazards. Our reporter, who we'll call Vox, is wearing a state-of-the-art slime-powered spacesuit, allowing him to broadcast past the space wall. Let's hear from him now. Vox, how are you doing up there?
I'm still adjusting to this cheap gravity. My vitals are fine. Suit seems to be in order. I'm in one of the cargo bays. This thing is huge.
Isn't that one of Peregrine's Gamma transport ships?
Yeah, this is definitely a Gamma. The whole thing looks ancient, but unused. And also hasn't been very well maintained.
Before the wall went up, Peregrine was one of the few companies permitted to fly Martian mass transit and habitation freighters. Vox, what can you tell us about the cargo? What else are they smuggling?
It's piled high with that nasty slime stuff. There are rows and rows of it. It goes back as far as I can see. People actually eat this filthy garbage and use it as money. I feel ill just sitting in the same home with it. I mean, imagine how greedy you'd have to be to hoard something like this during a shortage.
Quick fact check. The slime shortage is largely a myth. Although slime is safe to eat and a few dollops will provide a human being with healthy nutrition and a full stomach for weeks, can also be used for energy as well as building materials. And many use it as a currency to purchase goods and services. It has yet to be seen if it can meaningfully add to anyone's life or contribute anything to society. That would require several multi-hundred-year studies to ensure compliance with our anti-disruption laws. So, although there is not much slime available on Earth, it can't technically be considered a shortage, as you put it. Still, we need it to power your spacesuit, so I'm glad they didn't buy literally all of it.
I'm making my way toward the office to see what I can find. After that, I'll check luxury habitation.
Our producer just got off a mind chat with Earthian Orbital Command. Unless you can find their bounties, we aren't likely to have an Earth Navy ship come save the day. You have until the ship does the big kick, then you'll be trapped on your way to Mars with no passport.
It's not like the crazed hypercriminals roaming that horrible desert bowl will care about proper identification. Still, this is some risky business. I know what that place is. I've seen the minecasts.
Keep in mind that if you're caught, it likely means being sold to slavers. Or worse. Get the scoop and find someplace to hide until the Navy can commandeer the ship.
All because the fat cat tycoons couldn't keep their mechanized marsupial ambitions in the zoos of their imaginations where they belong. I can't wait to give them a piece of my...
Vox, can you hear us? Good luck up there, Vox.
This has been an IC Quantum News Live special report.
That concludes this episode of IC Quantum News, written and produced by Michael David Marshall. Subscribe to the Insolent Cool Substack for the latest news on our books, games, podcasts, and more. Thank you for listening to Insolent Cool Radio. If you enjoyed this program, please leave a review. Until next time.